Assalamualaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम।
जी सर।
कैसे हैं आप?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक ठाक। आप सुनाएं सर, ठीक है आप?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
सर बस हम 1 मिनट में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। वो हमारे जो हैं प्रोफेसर अलीम आ जाएं, तो प्रोफेसर अजीम मैं उनको ज़रा कॉल भी कर रहा हूँ, वो भी हमारे साथ ही थे, वो जस्ट ज्वाइन करते हैं तो करना आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे। जी सर वो भी आ गए। जी सर ऑनलाइन हो गए सर आप? जी सर। सर अजीम आप अपना अनम्यूट कर लें। ओके, today the topic which we are going to discuss is LabTutor software. It is a very important software to perform the practicals. Normally the software is attached with the data acquisition system, which is the Power Lab. Now most of the colleges do have the Power Lab, and PMDC, that is Pakistan Medical and Dental Council, has made it compulsory for, let's suppose, physiology department to have at least 2 Power Lab. Now this is a modern system and we can easily acquire data which is much useful for the academic purposes. Because the old methods are actually, if I take the example of student spirometer, usually most of you can see that those are out of order and we have to find the oxygen cylinder, and that is a cumbersome procedure. But in this instrument, we just need a Power Lab and we can perform almost all practicals on it. Now this LabTutor software is attached, is a data analyzing system, but AD Instrument Australia has made some videos, and it makes it very easy so that we can perform the experiments that tell the students by video lectures online. For example, the way we are performing this webinar. Similarly, we can onboard our students and can perform the practicals. Now I am going to share my screen with you so that we can move ahead. So hopefully you can see the screen. Sir Azim, unmute your mobile microphone. Sir,
it's unmuted, sir.
Can you see the screen? Sir, can you see the screen? Sir, you have again muted.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
So today our topic is Introduction to LabTutor software. I am Dr. Sajid Mehmoon, working as Associate Professor of Physiology in Kolkata Institute of Medical Sciences. Now, how to get started with this software? You go to the AD instrument size, Google it, and you will find the link. By direct this link, you can download or you can register with this software. Or you can just add the LT software and you will find the link on Google. Now, when you Google it, this type of screen would be, you will be seeing this kind of screen on your Windows. Now there is a login option. There is a login option, and this login option, if you have already account, you can log in with that account. If you don't have account, you will be option to register. So here you will be registering yourself with the email address, password, and hence this will be the way you, and then you will be receiving an email when you have completed your registration form. Just like that, you will be receiving an email in your inbox or your account you have entered. When you enter into this software, this type of preview will be available on your screens. Now you can see here that there are modules, student work, student account, and staff account is written here. So I would like directly to go to the software and there to explain you what we are doing. Closing this window.
Yes, it's okay, sir.
So let me share the screen. So this is the preview which will be available to you when you admit or when you enter the software or the which is the link which is sent to your email account. So here is the student work. First of all, lessons are import lectures, import the content. In this, the contents are available of all the subjects like anatomy, physiology, and pharmacology. You will import content from here. And then there are lessons, modules, student work, student can submit their work, and then that can be checked and marked. Then there is a student account, staff account. Now, how to make a staff account? These modules, import contact, and lessons will be discussed by His Worthy Professor Azim. I'm going to tell you a little about how to make the staff account, let's suppose. So when you click on this staff account, you will find that there is an option of invite. You will click this option, invite, and you will find these details. You will add your email, name, and then we have to give you a staff role. Chief Administrator will give you the staff role. For example, I am adding a faculty member and I am adding him as a Deputy Course Administrator. We can add him as an author when we are doing some research, or we can add as the grader. Now, students account. How we have to make the students account? Kindly mute your mobile so that mute your speaking mic so that it's there is no interference. Kindly mute your mic so that there is no interference. So how to make students account? This is how we will be making the students account. Now here is the file. You can either enter email of each and every student separately, or there is another option of import. If you click on import, you can import the CSV file only. How to make the CSV file? Here you can click on the help, and there will be another windows which will be open, and Windows shows how to import the students. So you have to add the email, ID, name, family name of the student like this on the Excel sheet. In the first column or in the first row, you must write the email, student ID, given name, family name, the way it is written. If you miss some letter or you write some letter in small letters instead of capital, it will not be accepted by the software. So you have to write this section here like this. Student ID section is not mandatory. You can skip this section as. So you will be adding the emails of the students, then student ID. This is made on the Excel sheet. Then you can convert the Excel sheet to CSV file. So then you will browse and save the file. So this is how you will be importing the labs, the student. This is the staff account, and this is the students account.
Raja Pantu, can you close the?
Sorry?
Dr. Sajid,
You can
I
mute
think
from your
you
side.
Yes, you are the host, Dr. Sajid. You can mute all of them because it's too much disturbance. You can mute all.
Teacher,
Dr. Atiqa Khalid, you can mute yourself.
So this is the software which we are using. So we have invited the links, faculty member. We have also added students account.
Sir, just a minute, sir.
Sir.
Sound is not clear. So, all you please, can you mute individually?
Here I have muted all of the participants, but there is some interference.
No, I think not all the participants are.
Now this is the import section. We have imported the students. We have discussed how to import the students. Then we will be starting with the modules import. This will be covered by Professor Azim in his session, and then how these subjects, for example, anatomy, animal physiology, and human physiology, all of these practicals, how they are imported. A little bit about that will be discussed by Professor Azim. Now, there are selected sessions for practical how to perform that. There is an option that you can download the training material. The student does not have to read the book again and again. All the training material regarding their practical is available in this software. Material can be downloaded as well. There is an option. There is so much noise behind. Anyways, there is a spiratory mechanism and spirometry. There are scenarios given regarding these experiments, and these scenarios are very important to the students' interest, because when they have a scenario or clinical touch with their experiments, it is easier and they are more interested in performing the experiment. Now, these are the, for example, few of the examples of the lessons that are available. So these lessons are available in this you can read it out. Now, how to perform different experiments? There are videos available in this software.
Excuse me, doctor.
How to perform the practical, then this data will be available to you in lab.
Dr. Sajid. Dr. Sajid, can you mute Shakia Khan? Her mic is continuously creating trouble.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So,
Let me do
please,
that.
Atika Khalid,
I am
can
going
you
to
mute your mouth?
Yes, sir.
Atika Khalid and Sheikh Khan, I think so. His mic. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So please mute, all of you can mute your mics, please.
On account as well. So this is the analysis window where you have to perform the analysis of what practical you have performed. So this will be explained by Professor Azim. So now the details will be going to be explained by Professor Azim. So I am handing over the session to him.
Thank you, sir. But before starting, I would like to request all participants, please mute your mics. Otherwise, we cannot understand, because there are a lot of echo and sound.
Please, I have muted all the participants.
Yeah, you can, sir. Yeah, you can mute.
I have some problem with that. Why it is happening?
Okay, sir, you can make me host.
There is an option to mute all. I have muted, but
also you can make me host.
Yes, sir, I'm going to make you the host. So now over to you. Sir.
Yeah, just right. But there is still problem in sound.
You can mute all the participants. Let me try. No, I can't do that. You can mute all the participants. I have muted twice, but this is generated time and again.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. I think so. Now it is clear. Anybody can hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
good now?
absolutely. It's
Okay.
much
Thank
better.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, because time is very short, just a quick, when you receive the email, you will see the invitation just like this. Can you see my screen? Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sajid, okay, good. So you can click on this confirmation button. When you click on this confirmation button, you will find, okay, just hold. Yes. So you will go to see this screen where you can import the content as sir told you for the different subjects just like anatomy, animal physiology, biology, human physiology. So just like a human physiology, today we are doing practicals related to the spirometry. So for the spirometry, I have already imported the contents, spirometry contents, volumes and capacities, lung volumes and capacities. So I will go to open that practical. Uh, you can open that practical from these lessons. So from these lessons, there are a lot of practicals you can see, but I have to open the lung volumes and capacities. Uh, this is lung volumes and capacities and open. Okay. So as sir told you that this software is look like a book and have different pages in different lessons. Now in this lesson, in this practical, there are 16 pages and we are on the page number 1. This page number 1 contains the learning objectives, and also if you want to see there is please mute your mics. Okay, now it's okay. So in each practical, you will see also the theoretical background information related to that practical. If any student needs some information for the theory, then he can see that information in that software. Now, before going to theory, I just want to tell something about that LabTutor. That is our old software that is now more now available. We have converted that LabTutor into LT. Basically, this is also LabTutor, but that LabTutor which we have stopped now, that software will install on your computer. But this LT is not installed on your computer. This is online software. You have to, we will provide you the username and you will create your own password and you can work on. This don't need a particular place. You can play this practical from your mobiles, Android, anywhere. There is no need to come in the lab due to the pandemic. This software is especially designed for the pandemic to learn from anywhere, especially the practicals, because in practicals you students need the machines. So due to the pandemic, they cannot come in the lab. It is impossible to show them the machines, or we are unable to provide individual student machines in their home. So this software has some integration like that. They will learn practicals online. How? Now I will tell you. Before going to that practical, I just want to share some theoretical information, because without that theoretical information, we cannot analyze properly that practical. I know that you are all the medical doctors, you know each and everything, but maybe some students are here, they don't know what is related to spirometry. And that is just like a tidal volume, expiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, or total lung capacities. Just for quick review, this graph, you can see this graph shows all the volumes and capacities here. This shows tidal volume. Just I'm relaxing and breathing normally. So this is the tidal volume. If I inspire deep, like this wave goes up, and this is known as inspiratory reserve volume. If I expel out my air from my lungs like this shows expiratory reserve volume. So these are the volumes: tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume. There is one volume that is known as residual volume. You cannot measure this volume, and after the birth, the first deep breath from the children, this remains there. We cannot remove this residual volume even after the death. So this is the theory written here. Then there are capacities. If you combine two or more volumes, you will see a capacity, just like inspiratory capacity contains inspiratory reserve volume and tidal volume. In this way, expiratory capacity has tidal volume and expiratory reserve volume. In this way, functional residual capacities have expiratory reserve volume and residual volume. Vital capacity has all these volumes: inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, expiratory reserve volume. In this way, total lung capacity has all these volumes. So just for your quick theoretical background information. Now we are going back to our practical, where we will analyze these volumes and capacities one by one. In every practical, you will find some, the warming questions to the students, that students can know some theoretical background information related to that practicals. So for those warming questions, students have to do these exercises to see their knowledge, that how much they know about this practical, and they can check their answers, which one is right or wrong. They can correct again to know the theoretical information related to that practical. Now, basic concept of this software is to teach the practicals students. Now, even in the labs, you see that when we are giving the demonstrations for any practical to students, that is for 20 minutes or half an hour or 40 minutes demonstration. Then we are leaving the students to do their practicals and to their self with groups. So to show them what kind of equipment they are using in this practical, this video will explain all the things, just like putting the transducer in channel 1 of this power lab, and then attaching the transducers with the setup like this, attaching this spirometer port, these tubes, attachment of tubes to a spirometer port, attaching this tubing with the flow head and mouthpiece, filter, each and everything. So from this video, the students will understand how the equipment going to be attached. And after that, you will see the picture attachment of those transducers with the power lab. And also, this is the steps how to connect those transducer with the power lab. Even if any practical which you don't know how to attach the electrode, just like evoke potential, visual potential, somatosensory oak potential, auditory oak potential. These videos will tell you even the how to attach those electrodes on the head or anybody, any part of the body. This video will tell you. Then again, sir, there are a time limit, even 10 minutes. So I will request all the people, please join with same ID and password when it will, off. Because we have to continue session for more 20 minutes. So it's okay, sir. After log out from here, you have to log in again with same username and password. We will continue with this. So this video shows how to attach and use this machine to record the tidal volume, inspirator volume, and expirator volume. This is recording. This is the flow, and that is the volume. Even you can see from this picture. So these videos and picture will help students how to attach.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ये
Please,
जो मीटिंग चल रही है
please,
तो ये खत्म हो जाए तो बंद कर दीजिएगा
please turn off your mic, please. Rabia, Dr. Rabia. Okay, so please, after logging out from this, you will have to log in again with same username and password. You will join again with the same username and password. There are some people waiting. So the newcomers who have joined now, the people who have joined now, that we have already spent some time to explain the software, but because due to the time limit, it will turn off automatically after a few minutes. So please join again with same username and password. When you log out automatically, you will have to join again with same username and password, please. Okay. So now this is a recording. This is a recording of tidal volume. You can see simple tidal volume. There are few, procedure with correction factor, how to do the volume correction factor. Volume correction factor, you will have to inspire just tidal volume normally for minimum of 30 seconds or 1 minute, and you have to highlight that area and it will give you a volume correction factor. Basically, volume correction factor is nothing. It is just the calibration of the equipment, and calibration is for the each and every person, has a different chest cage size. Some has small, some have large. So this sensor will, calibrate the size of chest for first reading. Now in this next page again, the students drag and drop down questions, and he will see for the theoretical information. Then the procedure of static measurement. We have some time, I think so. Okay. Yeah. Then we have recorded some measurement, but I will show you the analysis. How to analyze the data from the recorded data. So this table, we have to fill this table, and we will find the lung volumes and capacities. Here, we will do two tests. One is total lung capacity. We will find total lung capacity. In other one, we will find the FEV1, force expiratory volume in first second, to diagnose for the restrictive or obstructive lung disease. So I think so. How much time left? There is only 4 minutes left. Maybe I will try to finish this here. You know, in this table we have to fill normal breathing. What is that? Respiratory rate means breathing rate. How you will calculate the breathing rate? It is written here, stepwise. And first step, what is used? Use the scroll bar to locate the normal tidal breathing comment. This is the scroll bar. If you don't know, this is the scroll bar, and it is normal tidal breathing written here. This is normal tidal breathing. Okay. And use the region selector to select the portion of normal tidal breathing. Do not select the areas with gaps at the beginning of the recording. So if you don't know what is region selector, this will guide you. Where is region selector? You have to click on that region selector. It will show you that this is the region selector. And also there is some small video which will guide you how to use region selector. See, all the buttons in and this software are you know, shown here in this video. How to use those these buttons and what are their functions. So, this is very easy software. You can quickly learn, but you have to do yourself. So now we will have to do the region selector and select the area. Sorry, region selector is here. So I have select region selector and I have select this normal tidal volume area, and you will see the result here. That is 17.12 breaths per minute. If I move cursor here and there, you can see the change in breathing rate. Rate is changed with the changing of the area. So this is the sum of the tidal volumes in this area, that is 16.9. So I'm dragging this data in this column. Then I have to put the tidal volume in this table. So what is the tidal volume? Tidal volume is this. This is the tidal volume. How to analyze this tidal volume? That is for here. Okay, so this is the place, the marker at the beginning of normal tidal inspiration in the volume channel. So what is the marker? You don't know. So you can click on this. It will show you where is the marker. This is this marker here. So that is here. You can take the marker and put at the trough of the tidal volume. This is the trough and this is the peak. There are 2 points in this tidal volume, trough and peak. We have to put M on at the trough and this at the peak, and we will see the result. So this is the result of the tidal volume here. If it is difficult for you to put these cursors, then you can increase from here by placing the plus button or decreasing by placing the minus button. From here also you can increase. So you can place properly these cursors at that at your desired point. So this is the tidal volume. Also, this increase. Normal it is 0.5. So if you take few tidal volume